get scholarships in a college. So it costs to be stupid. So those people who are getting A's and stuff like that, they are doing very well, are the ones likely to get scholarships. The one who get D's and F's, they don't get no scholarship. So what does that mean? It means that when you are productive, you are more marketable than someone who is not productive. All right. Okay, so everyone has special skills. We are not the same way. It is important that we can identify something that we are especially good for. Find out what you are good for. What are you good for? Because you will find that the more you pursue what you are good for, the better you become at that craft. The more you become better in that craft, the more productive you become and the more pay or more money you make out of that. So the next item we mentioned in our last class, we said that you may want to know what your competitors don't have or what they cannot do, so that you want to fill in that vacuum. Companies are not started because there are no other companies completely, that there are no other companies. No, the companies are there, but people look at the competitive edges. They look at what am I good at and why do I think I can do better than the existing company. That's why many people go overboard in maybe advertising, maybe customer relations. Customer relations, very, very important. What about friendliness? You don't want to go to a company that is, the workers there are very rude. They have no respect. They are, you cannot go to shop in such a place. You want to go where people are good and they are providing a good service, and that is good for you. Consider your best customers as you grow in your business. Consider your best customers as they prepare to make a purchase to satisfy a need that they have. If you are selling a product, sell a product that helps the customer. Don't sell the product because you'll make money. Okay? Remember, one of the things you do when you start business, you are solving a problem. Therefore, you are not looking for an opportunity to make money necessarily, but you want to truly help that customer. Truly. Now, if you do that, I'm telling you, the sky is inevitable. You will go to higher heights in business because your interest is not you making money. Your interest is in your customer. All right? Companies spend a lot of money in building customer relations, in training good people, good representatives, good customer service people, because that's the engine. That's the money-making engine of a company. Good public relations and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very important that you consider your best customers. And so why do you need to identify best customers? Because again, your best customers are the people who keep on buying from you. All right. So it's always good. I talked to a guy several years ago about going back to the customers that they already have. Because if you have ever bought a product from me, I'm likely to come back to you and sell you a different product if I have any, or get you to buy the same product. Now, you have noticed that whenever you go to Facebook or YouTube, they have a habit of collecting your data. What kind of thing do you, whenever you go to Facebook or YouTube, where do you go normally? What kind of people do you see? If you are a fan of football, and whenever you go to YouTube, you are watching football, guess what? They will now start suggesting to you, hey, so-and-so is playing football. So they bring you now. They have you in a box where we know you, we understand you, we know what you are looking for. We will get you in one way on that. So the same thing that they do to us, the same thing we need to do to others. Amen? That's a good concept. That is something that you need to pay attention to. Because you may be saying, I don't have a big corporation right now. But, you know, you have a small business, you may be selling something, but you still need to apply the same principles. You need, number one, to be good to your customer. You need to be checking with your customer if they need a product or they need a new service that you are offering, and create more money that way. Don't wait until the customer calls you. They may not, or may have found someone else while you were away. Are you getting me? So stay in touch. All right, now the next thing is that we should study these other persons or companies that our customers are likely to consider buying from. We need to study them. We need to find out, why is so-and-so buying from another company? How can I get this person, instead of going to that company, how can I get them to come to buy from me? All right? That, again, I don't mean to pick on Graham, but Graham is an entrepreneur. He has a small business. Now, in order to build your small business, you need to consistently contact people who have ever bought something from you. You want to contact them, even if it is a text message. You need to be visible. You need to be hard. You want to build a business. You know, the problem with us mostly is that we want to do business haphazardly. We are doing it, but we are not. We are just doing it casually. So when you do something like that, when you do a serious thing casually, you'll never make real profit out of it. You're just going to live casually. You are going to make money casually. And many times you don't want to make casual money, because casual money will be just for taking a bike to take you home. But you don't want that. You want to make serious money that can buy you a car. All right? To be more effective in what you do. So keep in touch. Amen. Mr. Customer, do you need this? I have this very interesting product that just came out. Do you know, I mean, this, can you imagine if I sell you this product, is going to be looking real good on you, if it's clothing, if whatever it is, just create something, give them a good idea of how to use your product more effectively. Okay. Another thing that can help you is when you talk to customers of another company, you can ask them, you know, what is it that you get from these customers? Okay, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I will never buy a Ramton's product. Ramton's product, I will never buy a Ramton. Even if it is an ironing box, I will never buy it. it's a lousy company. So if you talk to a company, to a customer who buys stuff, from Ramtons, and you are working with LG, hey, you have got a wonderful, wonderful competitive edge whereby you can swing them. Instead of buying Ramtons, they can buy LG products. Okay, so you can ask customers, or perhaps you can even pretend to be a customer of that company and let them sell to you. Let them sell to you. You want to hear from that company's sales team so that you can hear what sales techniques they use, or how do they get to sell the product that they are selling. What products they offer, how do they sell it, where are they located, what is their price, how do they tell their customers about the products they have for sale. You need to have that information. How do people get out there to the customers? What are they presenting? How do they approach the whole issue? All right. Then we must identify our competitive advantage. What is our competitive advantage? We must know that. There's something about our product or the way we treat customers. We love our customers. By the way, these principles apply or would also work in a church setting. In a church setting, you can use these same principles in a church setting. Why is your church special? Or what is special about your church? For example, now that we have a television station in Christ Television, what's different? What is it that we are providing which is different from KTN, from Citizen, from major competitors like those, and yet we are just a small television station? Well, we identify, we know what they are offering, we can offer what they don't offer. That later on will take us higher to a higher level of competition. And then we will look for opportunities and ways and means of giving them a stiff competition by simply providing to their customers what they don't provide. Or whatever they do, but they don't do it in a better way, we do it better. So you look at a company's weaknesses and capitalize on that. Okay. We cannot do exactly what our competitors do, all our customers buy, but we must give good competition. All right. Once we have good answers to the question, what do we have that we can provide and that our competitors don't have? Once we have a grab of that, we can now ask ourselves, what do customers want that we have? What do customers want that we have and the competitors do not have? Capitalize on that. Then we have a great foundation for our company. Knowing an answer to this question, these important questions, helps us make important decisions. For example, what types of products to sell? What additional services? For example, what about delivery? Delivery services. Where and how to sell it? What price should we charge? For example, some of you know that I had a kinyozi, but that kinyozi was poorly located. But I saw another place where to put a kinyozi. I didn't do it. I was just researching. But then the neighborhood was not really the kind of a people or customers that would pay the kind of money I wanted. You cannot put a kinyozi where you cut hair for 200 shillings in a place whereby 200 shillings. Yet there are some kinyozis still that charge 500 shillings. How many of you have, well, we don't have a lot of men here, but I was going to ask how many of you have had a haircut for 500 shillings? Well, I had one, but it hurt me terribly. I didn't like it. Yeah, it's just like you ladies going for a pedicure. I'm not going to ask how many of you go for a pedicure, but when you go for a pedicure, you go to one place, they charge you 1,200, and there is another place that charge you 500. Well, and they are doing the same thing, but one is charging 1,200, the other one is charging only 500. It's cheap. So then, you cannot put your business where most people would like to pay only 500 and you want to be paid 1,500. You can't. You have to look at the class level of the people you are serving. It's important because, that's just the way it is. Life is like that. We are divided by our socioeconomic status. That divides us. In the eyes of God, we are equally the same, okay? We're in the same value and everything, but in the eyes of the business world, they classify us. I think the other time, here in Ruiru, you're going to keep it. A Lamborghini, for those of you who don't know, is I think it is Italian-made vehicle. It's like an Alfa Romeo. It's the Lamborghini is a sports car. It's much better than what? It's a sports car that is much better than what? There are BMW. I mean, one Lamborghini can buy like 3 or 4 BMWs. That's how expensive they are. And then you get another car called Maserati. Now Maserati, that one now will buy several Mercedes-Benzes or BMWs. Now, what I'm saying is that if you bring that here in Ruiru, you may never have someone to buy it. But if you take the same car somewhere in Runda, wow, at least you have better chances. So, but again, such cars are not even very famous here. In Kenya, you are really gambling a lot. So you have to get a good location. You got to know your customers and your product. That's the bottom line. All right, now, you are going to be able to look. You know now what to look for. You know what kind of a product to sell. You know what kind of a price and how to consider the price based on who you are selling to. That's very important. You need the location of your business, or you ought to consider the location based on the demographic studies that you have done. And so that can dictate very well where you are going to put your business. And that gives you again, a competitive edge, and the fact that you need exposure to the people that you are selling to. You need to know your customers. All right, now, there are many products you can sell. Let me mention here, I'm starting This is real. This is a true story. I'm starting a fish farm. Fish farm. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be growing fish. So really, when I start this fish business, most of you will hunger no more. Naomi, you are laughing. Yeah, we have this fish. Now, the thing about it is that why would I choose fish? Because there is a lot of teaching going on, awakening, going on organic foods, fruits, eating fruits, and people are very health conscious now. People are getting away from eating chips, fish and chips. You remember when at first fish and chips came, I mean, they were the talk of the town. Fish and chips, everybody, when you go there and buy chips, you felt rich, and then fish, and what they do with that fish is they deep fried fish. Now, deep fried fish, deep fried fries, French fries or chips like you call them. And then guess what? People started expanding. You think, and the problem is that when people started expanding, we thought they are becoming richer and richer. They were becoming sicker and sicker for eating the wrong food. And therefore, it brought sicknesses and diseases because of eating deep fried foods. So now there is an education going on to be careful about your body and to be careful what you eat. So people don't eat a lot of chips no more. They still eat, I don't know. Ladies have a taste for chips. They don't want to keep away from chips. You can keep a lady away from anything but not chips. Some ladies, not everybody. But anyway, why then do I want to get into the fish market? The fish farming is good because all the restaurants want to have some type of fish because people are asking for it. Whenever they go to a restaurant, they want fish. They want fish fillet. They want fish with the eyes on. And everything. Yeah. So now that almost any restaurant you go to will want fish. So guess what? I know there is a market out there for fish. Not to mention the people who are so health conscious and they want to eat white meat. You know, white meat is recommended more than red meat. Therefore, if you want white meat, you go and eat fish. So what are they telling us? The scientists are telling us red meat is not good for you. Eat white meat. Okay. Now then, it makes us want to go and eat fish, more fish, more chicken, to an extent. But then that fish farming will be an idea. Do I know who I'm going to sell to? Almost. Because almost everybody wants to eat fish. Those who don't should be eating fish because it's healthier. All right? So those are some of the considerations of the market you can easily get into. What do you want to sell? What product do you want to sell? You sell, again, a product that you are familiar with. Yeah. Several years ago, I would travel long distances. Well, to me, long distances is when I drive from here to Nairobi to look for fish. That's a long distance. And then I go there, I buy fish that came from Lake Victoria. So that fish is somewhat dangerous because of the traveling hours. All the way from Kisumu, and they did not air freight it. It came on road. So that fish, when they caught it, kept, kept it outside for several hours, and then putting it in a bus or a vehicle for 4 or 5 hours. By the time that fish gets here, it's a matter of time. It should be getting spoiled. But anyway, now, my fish farm, when I go and tell some of the customers like that, they know they are not getting the right fish from Lake Victoria. Not to mention my fish is fresh, farm grown. So mine literally is organic. You've got to be eating organic fish. Hey. Some of you don't like that, huh? Anyway, but anyway, there are many other businesses that you can get into. I just wanted to mention what I'm getting into myself. And I am already identifying customers. I need to know who are my customers, why they like fish, why they are eating fish, and how frequent. And if I find how frequently they eat fish, I want to find out why do they eat fish once a week. Why is that so? Can I get them? Can I convert them to eat fish every day? With every meal, can I get used to eat some fish? Yeah, so what am I doing? I'm increasing my sales. I want them to have fish every day. They eat. They are having a meal. They are having fish in the breakfast. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, okay, let's go. Now, remember, not every not every customer will buy your product. So don't be shocked that some people are not interested with your product. And that's okay. They have a right to choose what they want. Okay? So don't spend time trying to sell someone who will not even buy your thing. For example, now again, Graham, don't try to sell someone who is a suit person. Spend a lot of time to try to sell them a t-shirt with a hood. I'm not going to wear it. Don't waste your time. You have never seen me with a hood, so don't waste your time trying to sell minor. So anyway, what does that mean to you? It means then you are going to be picky and choosy. I'm going to qualify my customers. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with my customers, and they are not going to buy my product anyway. Amen? So I'm going to be very selective in who I'm selling my product to. For example, anyway, I can give you examples over and over and over and over. All right, now, that's very important. Another thing that I will try to do is, how about having a way of delivering my commodity or delivering my product? Nowadays, we are living in a day where our customers have many demands. The companies have a lot of, competition. They are offering deliveries. And we addressed this issue a little bit. Even food deliveries. In the United States, they are actually even delivering cooked food by robots. You order cooked food, and like how they deliver pizza, and instead of a person bringing the pizza to you, they have a robot. And what do you do with the robot? You just key in the address where you want the food delivered, and the food will be taken there. So that we are getting into that kind of, tech, and it's going to be coming here. I don't know how long, maybe 15, 20 years it will be here in Kenya. You need to know that. You need to know what trend is going on. You need to know how are you going to compete in the next few years. That is important for you. So, and again, when you are doing this, you can literally evaluate or be able to tell how many people are likely to buy your product. You will be able to tell that. All right? Now, our time is almost up. We have only 6 minutes remaining, and I would like to allow the next 6 minutes for questions. If you have a question or you have a concern, I would like to entertain that. Any questions at all? How many of you got what I'm talking about? Oh, good, good, all right. This is, by the way, this is very, very helpful information. Keep it to heart. Keep it in the back of your mind. Understand, if you want to succeed, you have to do some things. You have to do some things, exceptional things that are, one, outside the box, one, unconventional. You don't have to do like the next door neighbor. You don't have to do things like the other guy. Okay? That's how the other guy does things. You don't have to do it that way. Find your own niche. Find your own way of doing stuff. But in every successful business, listen, hard work is inevitable. You have to work hard. When it comes to planning, plan hard. Make plans. Then when you make good plans, and make good goals, and when you make good plans, I'm telling you, you can never go wrong. You will save a lot of time when you have got good plans, and you will sell a lot. Concentrate, pick on an item. Don't be a jack of all trades and master of none. Okay? So, pick on an item. There is a guy called Colonel Sanders. How many of you have ever heard of KFC? Oh, okay. All right, good. How many of you know what KFC means? You know what KFC means? What does it mean? Huh? Kenya farmers? Huh? I didn't hear. No, say it. You are right. You are right. You are right. You are just about to be right. I didn't hear it. You are talking to, what did she say? Huh? Okay, yeah. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken came to Kenya many years ago in about, probably middle or late 70s. But the Kenyan people were not ready for Kentucky Fried Chicken because they could not keep the standards. So the franchise closed down. So it is just recently they brought it back. It was here, but it was the best chicken we had ever eaten back then. I don't know whether Pastor Wachira ever tasted Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was good, man. It was very good chicken. They still do very good chicken, but the problem with that chicken is deep fried. Now, I don't eat deep fried foods. That's why I maintain my cool. Right? So anyway, anybody with questions, I wanted to take a few minutes to give you time to ask a question or two. So grateful for you who are watching us on YouTube. God bless you. Thank you so much. Tune us again on next Thursday, and you will get some really good nuggets on this business entrepreneurship.